Greetings, 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 greetings. As you already know, it's your gracious house, Tiff the Gift. Welcome to the 4-1 Wizzy. You did. It's a pleasure to meet and greet you all. Excuse me. Let me see who I have with me. Lovely Lynn, Michaela, I'm the survivor, Melly Mel, Scorpio Stings. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody's feeling fabulous. I sure as heck do. 1 second, putting a little lip gloss on my lips. Lady Mysterious is in the building. Welcome, Sugar Plum. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me take dog out to pee while we chop it up. While we chop it up. Hey, Mama 3, my love. Shout out. Shout out. You so funny. Well, that mean you up next, baby. That mean you up next. Okay, let me take off ooh, my scarf and grab my water. Come on, rebel. Let's get a smidgen of air with the 4-1 Wizzy family. Unless it's too hot. Nah, it ain't bad now. It's not bad at all. All right. I am gonna move to this side though. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out, shout out. Let me see. I think I spoke to everybody so far. Again, I hope everybody is having a beautiful day. Hey, Miss Nita, how are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. So I am gonna talk stop, sir. Rub. Stop it. Or you be stop rolling in that grass, child, for you be smelling like all outdoor. Well, you be smell like all outdoor. Then gonna wanna dang on, wanna be rubbed and everything. You better go on. You better go on what's going on. Hey, I'm the survivor. Now don't make me get Auntie Mel on you now. Hey, Gossip and Giggles. Hey, Michaela, how are you? Welcome in to all my beautiful queens and to any of the kings that may fall in the chat, or well, not fall because we're not falling people. So that may enter the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Miss Simone, it is a pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. It's funny that my title is what my title is, and I'm going to get there in just a second, but it's funny that somebody has sent me something. Right, Mel. That's why I told her, Auntie Mel is definitely in the chat. So, he done got he got himself together. He's standing like a statue now, Mel. He's standing like a whole statue now, Mel. I tell you no lie. Shout out to my beautiful queen mods. And also I want to say a few of my mods for different reasons have not been in the chat. Rather personal reasons, vacations, working, um different things of that nature. Miss Dee Dee had a death in the family. And she has been, that is where her focus of course have been. And a few of my wonderful mods, brother Allen, I know he works hard and do, things of that nature. Sister teacher, it's 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 a good it's a good couple. I did get to see Nook. Stop it, Rebel. Hey, Poo Poo. Hey, beautiful gossip and giggles. Hey, Elise. Welcome in. Welcome in. Blessings to everyone in this chat. Um, I did get to see Brother Nook in TC's live. So I just really wanted to I have been able to hang out with my baby Treasure the past few days, and it's been wonderful to see her and have her amongst us. But for those that have not been able to be here, any of my mods who have not been in the chat, you are out of sight, but you are most certainly not out of mind. And I love each and every one of y'all. And it's up and stuck with us. You did. Sir, come back over here. Hey, brother Mo, shout out to you. Shout out to you. What's going on? Hey, Miss, is it Elise? Is it Elise? Do I have two Elises spelt different? Shout out, shout out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. To anybody that came in, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see y'all. So yeah, I just first wanted to do what I just did, and I done that, which was shout out some of my beautiful mods and other family members that may have not been in the YouTube streets and things. You guys are out of sight, but certainly not out of mind. So and now hey, Shorty Red, welcome in, welcome in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump into it, and I'm going to ask, of course, as usual, my beautiful mods. I love y'all so much. Those that have been here, big shout out to y'all for holding us down while some of our mods have been off the scene. Shout out to Mel Mama 3, my cousin TC when she can. Cousin TC be working hard, traveling and all kind of stuff all the time. But I greatly, greatly appreciate her for stepping in when she can. And Mama 3 and Mel, y'all know y'all been elitist with it. Y'all simply been elite with holding these chats down and helping me out. I greatly appreciate that because you don't have to do it. This ain't no job. This is you donating your time to me out of love and care of the channel means everything to me. So, it don't go unnoticed. Y'all are not just people with blue names in a chat that it's like some routine whatever. You guys are family, and I love y'all, and your good deeds do not go unnoticed for the 411. So thank you so much to my mods, for real, for real. Now that I got the mushy stuff out the way. Hey, Special K, good to see you, baby. Hey, Miss Deborah, good to see you. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into the show. And like I said, if my mods can just greet, welcome people as we do here, because we are a loving family. You know what I'm saying? We do what we gotta do with some straightening. But listen, Linda, we like everybody to feel loved and welcomed when you come in the 411. You feel me? We give respect, same as we get it. You heard? Straight like that. None of us is bigger than the other over here in the 4-1 Wizzy. We are all simply just amazing people gathering together for some like-minded things. You heard me? So that's that on that. You did? Um, hey, let me make sure I get this right. Miss Shaquitley. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, don't mind me if I call you Shy with love, if you don't mind. Miss J. Jones, what's happening? You know, Blake Woon bucks with you the long way, you dig? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I really do love when y'all can come in, take shoes off, and feel at home. You dig? We just you know what I'm saying? We just a laid back ass family, and you welcome to it. Now, let's go, let's go, let's go. But y'all keep me all in the mushy stuff. Special K, it's good to see you, baby doll. Now, let me focus. All right, let me focus. If anybody would like to bless this live throughout this live, you are welcome to. It's greatly appreciated, and you are greatly loved for your generosity in advance. You feel me? Now, the first thing I'm going to start with, because this was not my live intent or whatever, before I got on here, I had ran into a screenshot or whatnot. And even though this is not where my live, thank you so much, Miss J. Jones. I really, really appreciate you, Dollface. Um, Even though this is not where my live is gonna stay and it's worth saying, if you will. So bear with me. Now, I didn't expect to receive this screenshot or whatever, and it's not where my mind was even at, before coming on live today, right? So I kind of had to carry this with me kind of as I was just clicking the live button. But I am gonna say this, and folks can do with it what they will. Give me a second. Let me drink a little water. See, there go my baby. Hey, Treasure Pooh. How are you, my love bug? You already know it's up and it's stuck with us. You feel me? Straight like that. And you know it makes my day to see you, Sugar Plum. You already know. Heart of Gold, shout out to you and thank you so, so, so very much. I will certainly display my beautiful blessings before this live is over. For now, I'm going to tell you, beauties, thank you so, so very much. If I post it on the screen at this time, I will not be able to see you guys in the chat. So that's why I'm going to spread my love verbally right now and tell you thank you so, so, so much. Thank you so much. And may you be blessed for blessing me. You hear me? Now, I wasn't expecting to get this particular screenshot. No, I do not know from which whom screen chat that the screenshot was from. It really doesn't make me no, never mind. Okay. So let me just give that out there. Don't know where it came from, and um really not extremely familiar with too many that I seen in the chat in the screenshot, right? Please hit the like button if you don't mind. That is free 99. I repeat, if you can hit the like button for me, because it is free 99. Okay. Now, again, unexpectedly, yes, I saw it, right? And I don't have to speak on this, but I am. One thing that's interesting and even weird to me, and why I do not take people on this here internet seriously, is because you have a lot of people who talk a real good game when it comes to their judgments of others, when it comes to having their nose stuck all the way up in the air as if they're better than somebody, as if they're doing anything different than somebody, any of that stuff. It behooves me that you have so many people who go around here saying what shouldn't be said about someone or somebody's child, excuse me, what shouldn't be said, what's wrong to say, what's wrong to do. Let me tell y'all something. These people around this here internet is full of complete shit. Do you hear me? And I'm gonna tell you why. These people around this internet, hey, Miss Nicola, baby, are full of complete shit. Do you hear me? Now, it's Queen Fee, shout out to you, baby. I ain't see you come in, but I see your name. Somebody said hey to you. Hey, sweetheart. Let me see. Miss Shirley, it's good to see you. Miss Becca, it's a pleasure to greet you, sweetheart. Let me see. Oh, I see you now. Hey, baby. Yup. I had to scroll up some. Hey, sweetheart. Welcome in, everybody. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. I gotta tell it from my heart, real quick. Hold on one second. I gotta tell something from my heart real quick. But give me a second. Hey, Miss Sierra. Good to see you, my love. Give me one second, you guys. Let me get my spoiled dog a treat real quick. I forgot to take him a treat outside. It's a beautiful day. It's not hot. It might be 70 something today. Feels amazing though. Do. All right. Now, as y'all know, my thing is see something, say something, you know what I mean? And ain't nobody exempt from my feelings when it comes to it. You know, I tell the truth, shame the devil. You can ridicule me, you can point out whatever you want to point out. It shall and will not make me no difference. Again, if anybody slipped in while I'm talking, or if my eyes not on the chat, God bless y'all, and I'm grateful for your presence. Um, take my lighter in, did I? That would be tragic. However, I seen a screenshot or whatnot concerning, you know, the thoughts of, you know, Dawn's grandbaby. What it's kind of even hard for me to even discuss because it's 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 really weird, you know? Like people are weird. Like the fact that some people come out here and they have no problem defending and wanting a windmill for a grown ass person. It's okay for them to go to hell. It's okay for them to do all this bullshit over somebody who is absolutely very much so grown, like they do Brianna's, like they do the Amoras or whoever else, whatever. More power to you. But what's crazy is, you know, these people sit up here and go the fuck off when it comes to you know, Brianna's kids and whoever else's kids. Oh, people shouldn't do this. People shouldn't do that. People shouldn't say this. People shouldn't say that. But how easy it is to forget what people shouldn't say when it comes to when your own people need to say it. See, that's the type of shit I can't get with. You heard me? See, that's the type of shit I can't get with. One thing about me, whether I like somebody or I don't, I'ma always keep it real. I'm not gonna say nothing to one person that I won't say to the next, whether they're adjacent to me or not. All right. When I don't get down with certain things that are said on this internet, I don't make it a pass for one set of nobody, and then it's not for another. You know what I'm saying? But it's when people I guess I give it up a little harder to people who like to point out these injustices, people who like to say, oh, we shouldn't be doing this, we shouldn't be doing that. But I be damn if the most disgusting thing, let me tell you something. Motherfuckers can pop shit all they want about whoever, whatever, when it comes to these grown ass motherfuckers. If you want to apply somebody's incarceration, because listen, that's just what you want to do because you just dislike them that much or this, that, and the third. Hey, go off. But let me tell you something. Anybody sitting in a motherfucking chat, listen, Linda, anybody sitting around here in a motherfucking chat, rallying around somebody who will literally sit here and casket a child. Do you hear me? Casket an unborn child, right? They more worried about who talking about Brianna's little skimpy ass motherfucking damn whorish outfits, huh? But see, they so busy worried about a grown ass woman who decides to be a thought in her own right. In her own right, whether the grannies, grandpas, great aunties, or whoever else like it or not, her wanting to be a bona fide thought is her prerogative, true indeed. But to sit there in chats with a motherfucker who keeps referring to somebody's grandchild coming up dead, needing to be sacrificed, this, that, and the third, listen, y'all are some despicable, disgraceful motherfuckers. Y'all sit here and want to judge the entire internet behind Dawn saying some shit quite absolutely expeditiously similar to what the fuck Brianna said to her. But a child that ain't even made it here, a bunch of fucking thought protecting ass grandmas with no fucking life, miserable ass bitches sitting here won't even check a motherfucker who y'all can't protect the child. You can't even protect a baby that ain't even here yet because you dislike the grandmother that much. You fucking pieces of shit. That's why I don't fuck around. Let me tell you something. Y'all can pop all that. We're better than y'all bitches ain't shit. And that's on the set. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. You don't like my dog. You don't like my motherfucking apple tree in my front yard. You can kiss my fucking ass with that. You bitches got some nerve coming out here acting like y'all can press up on somebody and y'all sitting there with y'all dirty asses sitting in a fucking chat with a dirty motherfucker just because y'all scared of them. Just because y'all motherfuckers is punks and police bitches in real life. Man, listen, despicable. All right. And that's just how I feel about it. Like that shit almost altered like my whole thought process with what I really came on here for. You want to know why? Because kids matter more than a thought. That's why. You see, that's why it came first for me to have to speak my mind before I could even get on the thought. Because y'all sitting there talking about, oh, they're talking about how Mosky didn't get her teeth brushed. Oh, but y'all motherfucking bitches can sit and apply somebody trying to keep putting somebody grandchild that ain't even here in a casket, and you off something, man, listen, y'all bottom of the barrel scum ass bum ass bitches collectively. And that's why life is kicking some of y'all ass right now behind closed doors. And you got to get on the internet because it's the one place you can come and pretend that it ain't. Man, listen, let me take a seat and sip my water and figure out which I, oh, come on here, Rebel, now. Stay close to me now. Stay close to me now, because motherfuckers is playing. You hear me, Rebel? Motherfuckers is out here playing too damn much. Got the nerve to be in chats thinking that you can tell somebody a motherfucking thing. I don't care what your square footage is. I don't give a fuck what you driving. If you in a Lamborghini right now applying that bullshit in them fucking chats, you's a dusty motherfucker in a Lamborghini. You's a disgraceful motherfucker in a Lamborghini. I don't want to hear about what no grown motherfucker said to no other grown motherfucker when you grown motherfuckers is sitting there with your fucking raggedy fucking funky asses, sitting there laughing and giggling about somebody speaking death on a child on this good Sunday. You got some fucking nerve, all you motherfuckers. And that's on the set. How dare you disgust the fuck out of me? From my head, I'm trying to tell you, to my toes, it disgusted me to know that this is really the level of the caliber of women running around here. Got the nerve to have a fucking crusty noses stuck up at someone when you don't give a fuck about no children more than you give a fuck about some damn thought pocket running around the internet in her drawers trying to catch a man. I be damn, I bees me a motherfucker today. You hear me? I bees me a motherfucker today. I can't believe it. Do you hear me? I said, ain't no way that these bitches run around here hating each other so bad that they sitting here trying to curse the freaking future of this here good earth. The future y'all don't give nothing about. That is crazy work to me. It lets me know you don't give a fuck about shit in your own lives right now. Listen, Linda, I couldn't dare hate one of you nasty fucking retarded looking motherfuckers so much that I will want to see your grandchildren not make it because you's a dumb, retarded, filthy motherfucker. I wish I would let you bring that spirit out of me to where you can make me. You think that you could make me be so evil in my heart that you can push me to not wanting to see your kids and your grandkids be a better motherfucker than you? Nah, bees me a motherfucker. Ooh, somebody. I know you lying. I know you lying. I know ain't nobody saying protect the kids, but sitting around a motherfucker who will come on here and actualize their own child. Huh? And you sit amongst that and you clap and you say, oh, everybody's scared. No, 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 no. Ain't nobody scared of you pussy motherfuckers. I'm scared that you are the people who's in this earth, right now on this earth, responsible for the generations that come after you. You responsible for that shit. And look at it. Look at you. Some of y'all children ain't even old enough to have grandkids yet. You got a lot of living to do to think that you are exempt from life pains. Y'all got some motherfucking nerve out here. You got some nerve. You can pop all that shit you want. But when I tell you, God got an ear, don't worry about what God gonna do about Don, huh? Don't worry about what God gonna do about Don, talking a little shit to Brianna. You worry about what God's gonna do to you. And that's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. That is disgusting and despicable. Sit here talking about who y'all would never want to deal with again. Had a nerve to be having y'all chest all out. Oh, I would never deal with those kind of people. I know, because all the people you would never want to deal with again is better than you. Oh, I see now. See, you gotta be a dirty, nasty, disgusting motherfucker to be a part of y'all side of things, to stay aligned with some dirty motherfuckers in longevity. You got to be a dirty motherfucker. See, that's how I feel about it. You gotta be a dirty motherfucker. We get it now. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. You damn right it do. You got to be a person who needs to be on the internet not knowing none of the motherfuckers that's on here. Y'all over here willing to curse the lives of your children and your unborn grandchildren to get your verbal lick back on somebody. Shame on you for thinking you have that kind of power. Shame on you. And the fact that y'all forgetting, it is some people around here. Listen, Linda, listen. It's too many folks around here getting buried. It's too many folks around here planning funerals right now for y'all to be that stupid. You play with it like that. Baby, you play with it like that. See, even the Bible says, let me tell you something. Y'all better stop letting the children pay for the sins of the fathers. And by fathers, I mean mothers and fathers. It is disgusting how y'all would just write death on somebody's name like death won't knock at your door. It is a shame how y'all would write death all over somebody's grandbaby because you so funky, fried, disgusted, can't be trusted, and most certainly busted. You would chance the lives of the ones you love. See, that's because the demons in you control your life. See, a lot of you share the same demonic energy. That's why you get along so well. Shout out to you, Creed baby, and Miss Sean B. Love y'all all the long way for real. Shout out to y'all. Everybody that done creeped in here on me. If I missed you, you already know my love and heart is with you. But they got me all kinds of fucked up to be put in your mouth, to be literally proud. Huh? To be proud to go in a chat and rally around Chandra, the one who brought her own baby up here, huh? Her own baby up here to actualize, huh? For the internet. Oh, it's cute, it's cute, it's cute. Hmm? Yeah. Rally around this woman who says, oh, you so evil and hateful. Your grandchild don't deserve to be here. Come on now. Because if that's really what y'all trying to say, if Dawn that evil that her grandchild don't deserve to be here, imagine how many motherfuckers in your life due to what you've done shouldn't be here. Come on now. Don't fucking dig a ditch and not dig two. I done told you one too many times. Y'all literally got too much going on in your life. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. A wise person said years ago, some things gonna start happening in here. It ain't gonna have to be because somebody touched somebody. It's gonna be because life gonna touch you. That's why all you gotta do is sit back. You ain't got to be a vengeful person. Don't carry that demon in your chest. No. No, 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 no. I believed that person when they said a long time ago, all this hate and sin and deceit and manipulative things that aren't of God just piled up heavy and high. It's one thing to be imperfect, and it's a whole nother thing to just be running around chasing the devil's attention, huh? Not even being so weak that when the devil finds you, you can't resist. But when you just walking around looking for him, you're jealous that the devil ain't grabbed you. That shit is crazy as hell. That's crazy work. We are not the same. Thank you so much, my beautiful sister Queen Fee. Thank you so much for gifting those memberships and becoming a member. God bless you, my sister. God bless you for real, for real. Thank you so very much. Shout out to SOS Sisters of Sagacity is in the building. Shout out. If I missed anybody, listen, you know I don't do nothing on no purpose. Hey, Free, good to see you. Sierra Baby White Chocolate, good to see you. Miss Kristen, shout out, shout out. Lil Mo, shout out to you. Miss Keita, shout out to you, baby. I'm just telling you, man, this shit, something got to give. Some got to give. Some of these people heads is just too loose. Like it's too loose, man. I'm trying to tell you, y'all heads is really unscrewed behind this internet. And thank you, Miss Melissa, for the blessing. And thank you, Miss Rolanda, for the blessing. Shout out to y'all. And may God bless y'all. Thank you so very much. I hope I said hey to you, Miss Nicola. If I did not, welcome in, beautiful. I'm telling you, it's just, ooh, wee. The things that I'm telling you, the words, let me tell you something. Words, baby, they are, when I tell you they are a gift and a curse, when I tell you, you got to be careful, baby. Words are spells. I'm trying to tell you, that's why they call it spelling. You heard me? That's why they call it spelling. You cast spells into the atmosphere. But one thing about a spell is a spell can't beat the energy of the universe. And the universe may let you cast out your spell, but listen, you can't control the result. You heard me? You can't control the repercussions from all that spelling. That's why words are one of the most used things in the entire world, because that's how powerful they are. And because people so dumb, they use them so loosely just for frivolous content. Do you hear me? So powerful. When I tell you, listen, Linda, you don't understand because you wasn't raised right. That's why. This language here is foreign to you because you wasn't raised right. Hey, Mr. Niece, how you doing, baby? Listen, Linda. My parents taught me early. You got to be careful now. You got to be careful. And one thing also about words, they're only as powerful. They're as powerful as your heart is in them. You heard me? That's why when I roast, and I roast with lightweight, like it doesn't require me to hate or be in anger or nothing like that. Listen, Linda, it's because I'm a comedian in my heart. I'm not a tear down in my heart. I could pop my shit and still know in my heart, like I ain't trying to say so much. Somebody want to go unalive themselves or any crazy thing like that. These people out here, baby, they be wanting you. They be saying so much. They want you to go take. They be hoping you go take your life. They be hoping you listen. These the type of the demons. They're demons. They are demonic. When I tell you this, demons are not some horn creatures uh um jumping into bodies and things of that nature. It's the energies. Demons is the negative energies you take on, right? It comes from not being spiritually conditioned, right? I tell people all the time, demons come in the form of obsessive grief, excessive grief, comes in a form of jealousy. It comes in a form of greed. It comes in a form of lust. It comes in a form of um, stealing, unaliving. It's what you operate in. That's the demons in you. When you want to see people hurt and pull people down, that's demonic. It ain't about no ugly red face, nothing. It ain't about that. It's about the energy. Life is energy. The universe is energy. We are energy. It's all in what energy you are operating in. Either you operate in good or you operate in evil. That's it. That's all. This ain't no super. It's not about you know I don't want to really even say supernatural type whatever because it can be, but I'm just see when you really know what you working with, that's how you combat it. People, it's not about putting exorcisms to draw out, that's all really metaphoric. You know what I'm saying? It's really about you draw out demons by bringing people closer to what we do call closer to God. If you don't believe, if you don't believe in Christ, if you don't believe in religion, then what it also can mean for you is removing demonic energies is simply getting back on the side of good. It's about walking in righteousness. Righteousness is doing right. It's about accepting right. It's about pushing for right. This is all it is. It's all energy. And a lot of these people wake up and they tap into they feed into the demonic atmospheres and the demonic energy in them. It's just operating in evil. It's when you not doing something for justice, you doing something for revenge. The Bible speaks against a vengeful heart. See, what's meant for you gonna be for you. I don't gotta ask the universe. If we trust in God as the all-seeing, if we trust in God as the Almighty, and we believe that God is everywhere, look at God's energy is everywhere, looking at everything. God's spirit is the greatest energy of all. If we believe in that, I really honestly ain't got to tell God what He already knows. I don't have to wish I may or wish I might for nothing. Okay, because I trust in the universe to do what the universe gonna do. The universe, no matter what you believe in, is 100% balanced and fair. It operates and you get back what you put into it, period. It says it day one. I don't care if it's in your Bible. I don't care if it's in your science book. Point blank and period. 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 Why you think people get spiritually depleted when they deal with people who want to operate, and sometimes you can pour into some people spiritually and deplete yourself, because these aren't people who is trying to reciprocate those energies. They're not trying to recycle it and purify it even greater within themselves and send it back out there into the atmosphere. Some people are just there to suck the good energy out of you and leave you depleted until you so weak you become them and you don't even know it. You wake up one day and wonder, how did you wake up a person wishing harm for people? How did you wake up a person moving in these demonic energies? That's what it means by things crossing over and jumping into. It's all about what you are opening your time and things to. That's how demonic energy works. If you are hanging around evil, if you are accepting evil, operating in evil, you become evil. It becomes your way instead of it just being something you did, something you may do temporary. It becomes something that is who you are. And these people have let their vengefulness take over themselves. So now it's not just something they've done, it's who they are. They are now people who wish death on people's grandchildren. Huh? They're now people who want to spread the word of somebody getting raped or assaulted or whatever. It's just disgusting. It's weird. It's disgusting. Don't ever trick yourself into thinking that's the kind of people you want to aspire to be, that you want to ever look up to. I don't care how big their houses are. See, don't ever be one of those people that you listen, don't miss the bigger picture. Looking at small details. All right? Don't judge a book by its cover. Make sure you understand the contents. It'll help you be a lot jealous for anybody that does operate in that spirit. You will be a lot jealous of people when you know enough stories, when you know enough people's stories. Things like money and how big your house is and all of that stuff. Let me tell you something. When you living in a superficial world void of things that are truly lasting within you, like love, like laughter, huh? Like spiritual rising, when your character standing on business. See, we all can be out here for shits and giggles. I mean, I'm sure that even the 12 disciples in them had laughter didn't start with our generation. I'm sure people had humor. We were born with a sense of humor. We were born to laugh. We was born to live. We was born to love. But see, it's one thing to have a moment of darkness. It's one thing to have your season of darkness. But to make that a way of life, baby, I could never be jealous of someone that don't even recognize that evil has become a way of life for them. I don't see how to do that. I don't see how to do that. I don't ever want to find myself wanting to belong so bad. I need to sit in anybody's audience and wish death on anybody's children or grandchildren or parents or sisters or brothers. You want to know why? Because there's too many people with family that's done gone on to glory. Too many people with family that's sick. Too many people that's sick right now, but ain't gonna tell you. Absolutely. Mm-mm. Disgusting. And thank you so very much, Miss Eugenia. Hey, beautiful. Thank you so very much, sweetheart. I really appreciate that love. Thank you. Very kind of you, sweetheart. Let me see. And welcome to anybody that's here joining us. Shout out to you. But I just had to get that off my chest as I'm going to move forward with my commentary, but I just found that disgusting. I found that people who sit and really can be a part of that and judge others. I mean, is thank you so much, beautiful Miss Hill. I really appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you so very much. Hey, Hill with Tree, welcome in, beautiful. I really, I could not, see something, say something. And I'm sorry, ain't none of these grown adults more important to stand up for, and I not stand up for a child that's trying to break through to this life. I find it disgusting, and ain't nobody gonna check me. I don't care. You can't sit up here and judge Don, but sit next to Chandra. Come on. Now I said it. Let me say it again for the people in cheap seats. You cannot motherfucking judge Don Ante motherfucking Hampton and have your ass sitting next to Chandra. Maybe you ain't hear me because I got time to say it 3 times. You can't judge Don Ante motherfucking Hampton and got your ass sitting next to no motherfucking Chandra. Okay? Now, that's 3 times. That's 3 times for you, okay? Cause I ain't want, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want nobody saying they can't hear me clearly. You hear me? And that's just how I feel about it. You most certainly can't be in my motherfucking face letting me see you next to no motherfucking nasty ass Chandra who will drag a fucking damn unborn kid to hell, but y'all worried about what somebody saying to some big headed ass damn Brianna. Man, I wish the fuck I would. You better put some respect on it. You better put some respect on it. You lost the battle right there. You lost the battle right there. You heard me? I mean, can't nobody sit next to that person who will come out here and weaponize her own children. And damn sure not after what she has had to go through. You can't go through what you went through and you out here willing to drag a child after having to pray your child back to good health. I cannot, honey. See, that's how you know the devil got a hold of too many people. I couldn't fix my motherfucking mouth to have had the good Lord step in and do his big one in my life. And I come out here and fix my mouth to curse somebody else's unborn seed. See, we are not the same. Now I said what the fuck I said, and you cared either which way on the compass you want to go. You heard me? Straight like that. That's on my set and yours. Okay? Shut up! Let me like my motherfucking giggly, but shh. Mm-hmm. Uh, tell them, chat. We said what we said. Hey, Miss Air, how you doing, baby? Tell them. Tell them what they want, Bob. We said what the fuck we said. Okay. Now, to my next order of business. Okay. And shout out to all the beloveds in the chat that has blessed this live. I am very grateful for you. I am grateful for you. Come on now, Mo. Let me see. Whoa. Hey, Angel. Hey, my beautiful love. Shout out to my baby Angel Gibson in the building. Another one who went out of sight, never, never far out of mind. Shout out. All right. Sorry, y'all. I had to put y'all on pause 1 second so I could get back in the house and not be smacking doors in y'all face. Give me one moment, sip a little water. It was starting to get a little hot. Ooh. All right. Now to my next order of business. I'm moving on. Oh, Miss Sean B, you already know you can get down with me, baby. Miss Sean B, you already know you always welcome to my party. You heard me? You always welcome to the family cookout. The helly? The Heliante. Period, Pooh. Thank you, Angel, my love. Thank you so much for becoming a member, though you have been for many, 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 many years. But thank you for really actually renewing the membership. And shout out to Treasure who renewed hers yesterday. I love y'all. Thank you so much. It is so good to have you in here with us, Angel, and all the loves. Brother Mo been in here holding us down. You heard me? Oh, one more thing. Anybody in the chat, right? We moving on to our next order of business. But I need y'all to do me a favor. Drop your purses. Listen, I need all the mods to go ahead and throw locks on the doors. And I need everybody in the chat to go on and get your purses and things out your car. Bring them on in the house. Thank you, Mama 3. I love you, my schnookums over there rocking it out the box. Man, listen, I couldn't be more prouder. Do you hear me? Man, listen, I stand 10 toes behind you. If I grew an extra toe, that motherfucker would be behind you too. You hear me? Listen, I love you, baby. Twin mommy, I love you, girl. Hey, girl. Listen. Wait, what did I just say though? What I just say before I gave my love to Mama 3? Oh yeah, that I need y'all to put locks on the doors. If I got some mods in here, I need y'all to throw some locks on the doors and the windows. We got Brother Mo in here, so you know he gonna help us out with security. He gonna help us out with security. Put your purses, your wallets, you know, in the chat so everybody can keep an eye on that shit. If you got your laptops, your cell phones, and all of that, drop them in the chat. All right. Whatever you came here with, let's do an account of what's in here. All right. If you got your credit cards, drop them in the chat. All right. Let me see. Drop your purses, your money bags, all of that in the chat right now. Right now. Right now. Here's our interlude. I need the mods on the locks. And I need, if you came in with a purse, let me see it in your lap right now. The shit you came in here with, let me see it on your lap. Drop it in the chat. If you got credit cards, bank cards, whatever you got, drop it in your lap. We got to do an account real quick because the doors is getting locked. If your cell phones are with you, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. If you got your book bag and all your shit in there, drop your book bag in the chat. You heard me? Whatever you got, this is the time. We got to do inventory before we go into this next order of business. All right. We're moving into our second hour. All right. And we're moving into the second hour now. We got to do inventory before this next part. So drop your shit in the chat now. All credit cards, phones, whatever you in here with, I need it in your lap right now. All right. Count your shit. Count your shit. Mods, lock up the doors, lock up the windows. All right. Lock up the windows. All right. Cause them bitches be stealing. You heard me? They be motherfucking stealing. So anytime I speak about anything to do with over there, we gotta lock ass shit up. All right. We gotta lock ass shit up. Now we don't talk about them other folks without locking ass shit up. All right. Let's come on. We got about 60 more seconds. Lock up bring your credit cards, your phones, your checkbooks, your makeup, your money bags, your laptops. Bring it on in the house now, because them bitches be stealing. They be stealing over there. All right. So we can't be talking about them. They be peeking in the motherfucking windows. Okay. Y'all know when we talk about them, they be peeking in the windows trying to boost some shit. Okay. They got boosters and all kind of shit going on. All right. I don't know their stories. I just know they be stealing. Okay. Now shit. Now we gonna protect the family over here. They be peeping in the windows, trying to bust the hatchets open, and we ain't got time for it. Bring your shit in the house. You got 15 more seconds because they be stealing. They be stealing, y'all. Hold on. We need a banner so we can warn all the family. We need a banner up. Y'all know they be looking. They be looking in the windows. And I ain't got no time for nobody saying what they left up in their car. You know how I go over there. Now, all right. I think we got everything going on. Okay. Buttercup. All right. Got the keys. Okay. Now, because anytime we talk about anything over there, they come to the damn windows, be peeping in, stealing. They be trying to steal some shit. Okay. Hey, love me for real. How you doing, sugar, sugar? Now, hey Chris, hey Gigi, hey everyone. If I missed you and I see you along the way, I will definitely show you love and speak. Hey, sweet queen, white chocolate. I think I did speak to white chocolate. Miss Cynthia, hi love. Shout out. Miss Nancy, welcome. I try to go back up periodically and check. Hey, Miss Lisa Carroll. So if I miss you, it is not intentional. Hey, Love Spice. We do shit with our chest over here. If we don't like you, we're going to let you know. All right. We ain't going to just let you be around here getting ignored, because that's fake and phony. Okay. So let me see. I think I got everybody. Okay. Okay. Now, for my next order of business, as we are now entering we have now closed out our first hour. We are right at the 1 hour mark of this live. And so we shall begin. If you would like to bless this live, as others have been so generous to do so, and I thank each and every one of y'all. Listen, I ain't bigger than a program. Shout out to y'all. Love you much. Next order of business, now that our doors is locked and all that things is inside the house. Now we got to get into my title. Okay. If you enter here and you are late, just bring your shit in the house. All right. They be stealing. Now, please hit the like button as well. It helps keep me in the algorithm for you. You dig? Now, the title of this live is called Draws and All to Catch a Man. Draws and all to catch a man. mm, mm. Now, I don't know if you've been catching the same things I've been catching. But what I do know is just because you cut it out of denim does not make it exempt from being draws. Just because you cut up some denim, all right, there is certain lengths where it is draws, it is shorts, it's knickerbockers, culottes, boot cut, bell bottom. You got a lot of different lengths. Make sure as you come in, you bring your shit in here. Now they be stealing. I done seen Daisy Dukes. I done seen Dukesy Daisies. I done seen a lot of things in this here lifetime of mine. Yes, I have. But I have never, I do mean never, all right? Now, I ain't gonna tell you what I never saw. I'm just gonna tell you where I never saw it at, okay? Now, I done seen some things in my life. I done been to a few strip clubs. I done seen draws in denim. I done seen them in silk. I done seen them in satin. I done seen them ripped. I done seen draws with zippers. I done seen draws with holes. I done seen draws with lace. I done seen them up and down a pole. But let me tell you where I have never seen a pair of draws. I do mean never. Now, let me tell you, even strippers go out to eat, all right? Now, when the strippers come up off the pole and back out into the daylight, you know, when they are done twerking, because even a stripper knows it's a time and it's most certainly a place. Shout out to the D-Ham Show in the building. You already know. Now, even daylight comes for a stripper. All right? You can strip it up and you can strip it down. But I ain't never even seen a stripper keep stripping all around town. All right? I done seen them in a car. I done seen them in a bar. I done seen them on the train, in the rain and with some pain. I done seen them here and there. I have seen them everywhere. Listen, Linda, but I ain't never just went out to eat, all right? And not now, bar, lounge, nighttime, mid-evening, late evening, nor twilight, all right? Not in my partying days, not in my 20s, not in my teens, not in my 30s. Now, it's been a time I've twerked some shit too. You heard me? It's been some times in my day I done dropped it low in some places. You heard me? But it ain't never, let me tell you something now. I ain't never dropped it low, nowhere, no how, in public, in my drawers. You hear me? Now, even Victoria got to keep a secret or two. Now, Victoria done been on every whole asshole I know. Some church folks, some tall folks, some short folk, some fat folks, some plump folk. All right? Victoria done touched her some tickle bitties or two. You hear me? But I ain't never, listen, Linda. I said, listen, Victoria's Secret done caress more asses than Too Short. You hear me? But I have never had to take the pleasure of somebody coming out here in public that wasn't for sale in some denim drawers. You hear me? Now, I ain't never seen a pair of denim drawers that wasn't at the beach, by a pool, or on a pole, or hell, even on a corner. Now, only one of them 4 places you gonna find some denim drawers. You gonna find some on the corners. You gonna find some by the pool. You gonna find some at the beach. You gonna find a few on the pole, but I've never, I do mean never seen nobody get dressed in no drawers with their kids playing with Legos in the back, pulling the hair out the baby doll's hair. I've never seen a mother of 6 in their mid-30s put on a pair of drawers and probably stop at the door to say, how do I look? Probably twerking for the kids. You heard me? Won't open up no book and curriculum activities for the children. But I be damned if she won't twerk all the way out the door and say, how do mommy look? Do you hear me? I say, get online after leaving home twerking for the kids. Go out and twerk on the porch. Get out the car and twerk when you cut it off. Twerk at the door of the building. Twerk when you get in the building. Twerk when you order your drink. Twerk when you sit there and think. Twerk in the bathroom. Twerk over the toilet. Twerk while you washing your hair. Listen, Linda. I ain't seen nothing like it. I have never, child, a mirror would never, do you hear me? I ain't never seen no respectable woman out here in a pair of denim drawers in the public. And before and after enduring, she got to come online and show her bottom. She told them 60 and 50-year-olds, y'all already know how that's sitting. She told her audience of middle-aged women, y'all already know how that ass sitting. Listen, Linda. And they sitting there applauding the ass they'll never have. Even if they got the work done today. Yeah. Listen, I think it's an age cap on them shits before it just ain't gonna work out no matter which way you go. All right. Now, shit, I'm thinking, it's got to be an age cap before, and whatever you do, it's just gonna be where it's gonna be. All right. Now, that's just my opinion, okay? Listen, now, you can run around, listen now. You got to be careful. Don't be around here trying to listen, trying to catch up with Brianna, and you know damn well you 67 and a half. Now, just thug it out, all right? Now, ain't no reason for y'all to be out here trying to save up right now to get you no booty. It's just not going to work. It's not going to make no sense. It's going to come out the wrong shape. If you're already in your 60s and you're just not doing it now, I'm going to venture to guess that you're going to have a diamond shaped ass, all right? It's not going to shine like diamonds, but it's going to certainly come out the shape of a diamond, and you're not going to like it, all right? You're not going to like it, okay? Now, some of you watching these young folks and you're getting outside yourself. Check your birth certificates and your damn social securities and shit right now. If you're already getting A to the A to the R to the P, just sit this one out, all right? Just get you some of them booty booster shorts and call it the damn day, all right? Shit. Now, somebody ought to tell you, I'm sick of nobody really being nobody's friends around here. I'm everybody's friend. You hear me? I'm going to tell you how to avoid a diamond-shaped set of butt cheeks, okay? Now, back to my story. I've never in my life seen nobody come out here in a pair of denim drawers. I mean, the drawers so little, they ain't even have no pocket. They ain't even have a piece of pocket. You hear me? Listen, Linda, before she left, she hyped them up a little more. I think she mentioned something about should I get a belt? Should I get a listen, Linda. When you got to dress it up like that, I mean, you might as well. I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you got to do all that for somebody, for you to really know if somebody see it or not, like, I'm just confused. Like, I mean, if you got to really go out here in a pair of thongs, right, for people to understand that yo butt sitting right, I mean, girl, I got secondhand embarrassment. I have secondhand embarrassment that these ladies are really like applying you going out in your draws, in denim draws, like in denim draws. Yeah. That's what you gotta do to catch a man. Like that's what you gotta do. That's how you have to present yourself to feel beautiful. I mean, girl, that's like it's reading desperate, okay? All that twerking and pussy popping and all that, dressing in draws to go out to eat and have a drink. It's reading I'm desperate. It's reading that all that glitters ain't gold. It's reading like I can't get any attention and pull a man off, my 3 degrees, the sense that came from that, because, my sense really ain't sensing. It's reading I'm irresponsible, I'm looking to, blow money on dudes that don't love me and wonder why, they're not pouring into me because, I won them with my butt. They were attracted to my twerk offs or whatever. Then I wonder why, they're not so into me. And uh, uh mm, let me see what happened. Oh, period, Mo, period. Hey, Nina, hold on 1 second, Sugar Plums. Give me 1 second. I'm thirsty. I'll be right back. See here. Hey, God's childy. How are you, love? Uh, just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Yes, desperately. Desperately, baby. Like y'all can't tell me that does not read so desperate. Like when you literally have to go out like that, like I'm sorry, there is nothing cute about it. There is nothing when a man sees her like that, it reads hoe. You good for a night. You a hoe. That's what it reads. I assure you any man out here with a wife, I mean, hell, you can ask Jay, you can ask, you can ask any woman's husband, mine, whoever. Like that's what not being funny or I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure anybody that has a husband and you be like, what you think about if you saw a woman out in public like that and you were single? You gonna be like, I assume she trying to go get effed. I'm pretty sure that outfit says you would like to be effed for the night. But let me go deeper real quick and tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me go deeper. Nothing, no matter how a woman dresses, would make being taken advantage of or assaulted or any of those things okay, right? Hey, that one, how are you? But imagine being a woman like that, walking around like that, but in the middle of the night, coming out of clubs or from bars at 2 o'clock, 1 and 2 or 3 o'clock in the damn morning. Imagine, by God forbid, being assaulted or something, right? Imagine, and it doesn't make it right. But what kind of invitation do you send when you walking out of your doors like that? So many people like do not understand that you attract what you attract. Hence why her last person was a real abuser. Hence why Johnny Boy ended up being the karma that was truly in her life. What she lied and said was the true story, ended up being the story the hand that she ended up getting dealt. This again is how the universe operates, but don't nobody want to hear me though. When I talk about you get what you put out, she put those things out there in the universe. She made it okay for LaTruth to wear those allegations and this, that, and the third. Even had people help cover up this abuse and put it on LaTruth. But the very things she was saying on him is the very things that she got in the person that she ended up being with, that she ended up wanting to throw all up in his face, have all, don't forget how because trust and believe me, I am no John L supporter. Fuck that nigga too. Cause I never liked him when I used to feel like he would try to, kind of manipulate um Mosky. Like I used to feel like he would try to use Mosky, not because he cared about her, but just to throw up in Robert face, that he built a fake relationship with her just to go along with that bullshit that Brianna was on. Now that's just the truth. That's when I didn't like him at all, when however, and then of course with all the rest of the stuff, you know. These are with like this is some wild shit. Look where how he ended up in a house that's full of love. He's doing things with his daughter, keeping his granddaughter, and even allowing his own daughter to have a life and nurturing his relationship with his granddaughter. Just look at it. Meanwhile, this girl got two dang near brand new babies. And the other youngest one is failing school. Huh? She think it's an accomplishment to have a banging body, but children that honestly beautiful kids, but they look like they are mm, I'm gonna say they seem a little sociably reserved, if that's which is, nothing wrong with that. But they do seem a little sociably reserved, if that's I don't think that's a term anybody can turn into some fucked up bad shit or whatever. However, let me see. Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I was trying to be as least evasive as possible because you know how people love to turn things this way, that way, and the third. So I knew that no one could turn socially reserved into no, oh, they're dragging it. No. That is a observation and a very valid one. Um and not but nothing, but I could be wrong, and I'm just gonna say this out of care. This is 100% not me being. This is a concern thing or whatever. But I was also and this again is a comment of concern. Um because unlike others, I would never. This is just literally an observation which you can make or whatever, especially when it's a concern one. But because again, I don't play that type of thing when it comes to the babies. I love babies and wish all babies to have the best life ever. But I was and am slightly concerned with the fact that in my eyes, I felt like the little girl could have might have made a little use out of perhaps one of those, like, I feel like I don't think her head shape is normal, if that makes any type of sense. And believe you me, I'm meaning like medically, just allegedly my opinion only by observation. I thought that that probably could use a little looking into. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and it's just, I don't know, genetically by the daddy or something. But I kind of felt that maybe that could have used a little and if she had and I just don't know it, then forgive me. You know what I mean? Again, it's just an observation from my concern that, yeah. So I'm gonna leave that there. Girl, I don't care about what them people got going on. I mean, if they can put kids in graves, I could have a concern. I know you love me and I love you too. But yeah, I don't care. I mean it. It's the same way people. This is an observation, like the same type of observation people have about Krishan Rock. You know what I'm saying? As an example, you know what I mean? I think it's perfectly okay to um if you have a concern, you know what I mean? And people know my heart. But I'm gonna say that, you know what I mean? I am sometimes concerned. Let me see. Yeah. And see, I'm a realist, I'm a realist, It's nothing wrong with being an observant person when it comes from a great place and a good place in your heart. And people know I don't get down like that. So you can twist, turn, or do whatever you want. But yeah, the same way people were saying concerned about, Krishan's baby when she was drinking and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and the way certain things, it's just that type of observation that if she had looked into it, okay, I mind my business. But if not, it might be worth looking into, is all I was saying. It's not me saying nothing, making no fun. It's just, hey, you might want to check it out if you had not, because some people might think some things is normal that might not be, you know, because sometimes people, that's why they had them helmets or whatever that can help form, skulls and things like that. That's just medical info, what I'm saying, out there. And the world is full of it. You never know, you know. If it ain't her case, you never know. It could be somebody out there that don't know. You heard me? So I'm not gonna suppress my tongue because they don't know how to take healthy advice. Not me. Cause listen, narrative twisters don't run me. Yeah. Especially when I can give a statement of concern, but other people can put statements or applied statements towards babies that ain't got nothing to do with wanting them to have a better, more successful life. I will not let nobody silence me in no way, shape, or form. You get mad, get glad. I know my heart and my intent. And you might can't reach who you trying to reach, but you could reach somebody. And you heard me? And ain't nobody, including her, gonna stop me from being able to help somebody out there that may could use the advice. I don't care, sweet queen. Whatever their job is to do is between them and them, you know. I don't fear narrative twisters at all. them people know how I roll. They know how I roll. We ain't doing that. Hey, golden girl, how you doing? My job is my job, and their job is their job. But one thing about me, I will not be controlled by anybody on the internet at all. It's ooh, and that's why I won't, because again, I wouldn't. I'm not saying that little tidbit wasn't even because like it's not about me not liking her. It's really not. Like, does she annoy me with well, not even annoy me, but does it annoy me thinking about how her life affects more than just her? Absolutely. Does it annoy but it can only annoy me as far as YouTube shit will allow me to be annoyed. You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep for me. But this is commentary. And she's not exempt. I'm not here for nobody weak ass ears that don't understand. This is real life stuff. Maybe a life can be saved or preserved or made better with people like myself, unafraid to say the truth. Maybe she don't, I mean, I don't know, and I ain't about to be worried about it. What I do though, I said what I said. But because it wasn't to be mean, I'm being real as hell. Uh yeah, no. That's why I'm soft spoken, because you never gonna silence me. Right, Mo. Right. I thought famous people ignore regular people. I would love for Beyonce to come in the chat. What you talking about, Sierra? What is you talking about? Let me see. Yes, when you not saying things to offend anybody, I know you do, Treasure. I know you do. I trust me. What's understood don't need to be explained. But one thing about me, I'm gonna always be me, and y'all know that. I'm gonna always be me because I don't operate in, I would never. There is nothing that she's doing that will have me ever disrespecting any of her kids. You know what I mean? I would never do that, but I would tell the truth, just like I will point out about the little girl flunking her grade. That's on the mama. That's on the mama, you know? Cause guess what? She would have no problem. She ain't got no problem being a public figure that you praising and sitting over there saying how great she look, how this, that, and the third. She ain't got no problem with that. She ain't got no problem with that. It's not that she has a problem being spoken about. She want you to uh make it seem like she's just this innocent best person in the world. She wants to, she has a very conceited mentality, which is a total turn off. You know what I mean? It is those type of women who end up getting the short end of the stick when it comes to love and being really, really cared for. Because trust and believe me, I keep telling people I don't just talk to be talking. I talk to teach and reach and make people laugh. You heard me? But I assure you, when somebody sees somebody out like that, hey, Daily Sips Love, when somebody sees somebody out and about like that, they don't see a woman that loves themselves. They see a woman that's easy. They see listen, don't nobody would look at her and see someone who respects themselves. You are not going to find a woman going out to eat or even to a bar in denim drawers. Okay. Even some women that wear short shorts or even try to throw it off with some netted stockings or, a little something extra, you know what I'm saying, to even try to disguise, their cheek a little bit, even if they have on some shorts where if they're walking a little bit, a shadow, that little bottom but shadow might hit, but it's not your actual cheeks, but it's your, you know what I'm saying? Some women will wear some little, stockings or something with some designs on it or whatever to throw it off or whatever. But denim drawers, your shorts should never be the same size as your drawers. They just should not. They just should not. Nobody would see half your you know what, and then the more she's talked about, the less clothes she appears in. The more you say something, she think it's a flex to drop more and more inches from covering her bottom. Sad work, ain't it? Sad to just sell yourself like that for the internet. And then you not just trying to troll the internet, you trolling your own self in public. This why you come home by yourself, not because you don't want to. But I mean, even some men, like when you go out like that, you also, like I said, look like someone that's easy. So you look like you're a walking advertisement for you know what. So nowadays, shit, some people be even scared to talk to you based on how you dress because you look like you just throwing it to whoever gonna catch it. You heard me? But you don't think like that. You don't think like that at all. That wasn't cute. You do not go and see her and think literally you think how much? How much is it? How much is the night? How much is a night? That's what the average person will think. That's it's a nightly rate. I'm telling you no lie. That ain't something that you wanna take, and you already see how the person go out. Most men, I don't even care, that wanna hit, they would be embarrassed to even go out to dinner with someone that's dressed like that. Go out for drinks with someone that's dressed like that. And they colleague or they homies. See, listen, baby, you will never be the girlfriend. You'll always be sneaking babies on dudes when this is how you perform out there in those streets. But you be mad at me. But you be mad at me. Right, Angel. You know, you got to keep it real with yourself. And people are crazy. I went to the gas station with my daughter and I had on pajama pants and a regular shirt and a dang bonnet. They still be trying to talk, but then them draws to scream and touch me. Yes, you said it. You said it. I go through the same thing, child. I be out halfway trying not to be seen, though I rarely do go out with, out, without you know, being halfway decent type things. But yeah, it be the times where you just, chilling and relaxed where you get hollered at the most. You be like, you be trying to dodge, you could feel it. You could feel it, you know what I'm saying? And you be trying to dodge it and everything like, Lord, please don't. When I'm with me being, well, luckily for me, and now I have it don't take me, I get a little less if I make it. Some people don't care, but often if my wedding ring is visible, people might look, smile, this, that, and third, wink an eye, but I keep pushing. But yeah, of course, I easily can get away with the fact that I am married. So I'm married, and the conversation is done. You know. And that's if I gotta say that without having to, cuss a motherfucker out. If somebody being respectful and just don't know, then I will respectfully say that and they respect it. You know what I'm saying? Anything else, if you keep going, I'm just walking away and going to ignore you and tell you get the fuck on somewhere wherever. Anywho, but yeah, when you got it, when it's in you, not on you, listen, when it's in you and not on you, it don't matter what you wear or what you got on, you exude, what you gonna exude. You know what I'm saying? You there is women who can be in, I would be so uncomfortable. Man, Cree, what you talking about? Do you hear me? What is you talking about? I would be so embarrassed. See, you can't be moving and shaking in real business. Like you might be in a party scene and things of that nature. But baby, I would never want to run into a colleague or anyone I've ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, in your drawers, oh yeah, you ain't got nothing going on. You booked and busy in a way that you just should keep to yourself. You booked and busy going out trying to catch a man. That's it. That's all. You back on the party scene, you know. But I would be embarrassed. Like your church members, your pastor, like my goodness gracious, the choir members, your ex's family, like damn. So damn, she just turned into a whole thought, been a thought. She's still a like mm-mm. You best to believe me. Don't know. Don't you? That is a person that will only be looked at to go to the hotel room. Not nobody that's somebody trying to wine and dine. Why you think she paid for everything when she was with Johnny Boy? Johnny Boy knew she was a thought. You know? Cause he a thought. He knew a thought when he knew she was a thought, and she was trying to be loved like a non-thought. Okay, that's what that was. All right. She wanted to present herself like a thought, but wanted him to respect her like she was a non-thought. But he knew better. He knew that she was the type of person who was so desperate, even with that bottom that she got, even with the nose, even with the allegedly, even with the contacts, even with the set of things on her front side, her tickle bitties, all of that. She was still a person that let a man talk her clean out of her self-respect. She was still someone who allowed herself to be cussed out 7 ways from Friday. Do you hear me? She sure did. She allowed herself to be disrespected and embarrassed all through the streets of New York, all through the streets of Aruba, all through the streets of the fucking music festival. I let her drove that girl to tears on most of her birthdays that he's been present for. Huh? Would leave her crying just so he can go duck off with the next chick. Huh? See, he knew that he had the type of woman or girl, young minded little girl, huh? With a grown person's age, he knew that she is so desperate he could cheat on her, and she would bring him right on back. She would still beg and deliver herself, deliver her womb to produce children when that man didn't even want to introduce you to his mother. But she's that bitch though, huh? She that person everybody say be jealous of. They just want to be like you. He didn't even want to introduce you to his mother. Said when you put out there that you was pregnant, that you trapped him into being a father, just like you did RH. That's what that man said. That man told his mama what let you trapped him. Huh? Then on the New York trip, you wanted to meet his mother. But then when he cussed your ass out like you allow him to do on several occasions, you had the nerve to call his mama a bitch. You just wanted to meet the lady the day before in New York. That's why you planned your birthday around New York. We know you normally go to an island somewhere you can be half like you dressed last night. Yeah, 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 yeah. But you wanted to go to New York for your birthday so you can meet Jonel's family. That's why you was salty in New York when he didn't let you meet his family. That's why you let him meet Daddy Longleg, huh? You thought if you produced Daddy Longleg, then you would be introduced as the girlfriend in New York. But instead, he thoughted you out. That's what he did. Yeah, 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 yeah. When he was carrying you, when you were in that Fendi shirt and y'all were taking pictures in the New York streets, those pictures were hush pictures because he had just cussed you out right before those pictures. That's why your face expressions look fake as fuck when he had you in his arms. Clock it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because RH taught you that. RH, Robert Lee taught you how to use skits to cover up for your abuser if you gonna keep your abuser. See? Because you were the real abuser in RH's life, allegedly. So when you was cutting up and showing your ass and you were reacting to things in real lifetime, it had to be said that it was a skit because you would be in there with a real life attitude, smacking him up beside his head and all kind of stuff. But for you, he said it was skits. And that's the skill you learn to use with your real abuser, Johnny boy. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, when you're recording something and I don't know you're recording and my real feelings come out and it's embarrassing, we're gonna say it's a skit. Absolutely. That's why you posted those Fendi pictures in the New York streets. It is, it is, it is. Yeah, 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 yeah. You were constantly fake smiling. That's a shame to get such high dollar ass teeth up in your mouth just to have to fake smile with them. I mean, that is tragic. I mean, it's so tragic to literally spend what 20K or whatever type K on such a white smile and you can't even genuinely smile with it. You have to pretend on camera that a man loves you. A man loves you who was mad and told his mother she's trying to trap me up. She want my woo money. She wants my future. She wants to be a distraction just like a Jezebel is. Jezebels always want something, never love. They just want to barter and trade. They just want to suck souls and spiritually drain people. They want to be number one. They want to cause discord. They want to cause division. Yes, you's a Jezebel. The mother knew you was a Jezebel. You was a distraction in her son's life. I mean, I'm just saying, you knew all along that you was going to create some type of situation where you could leave Rob, but because before that fateful day, you had already met Chanel. You had already knew this nigga, and you knew you was gonna make your ex, and you probably met that dude while Robert was over there in the hospital. Yeah, 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 yeah. You probably met him while you was sneaking and geeking, knowing that at the time Robert ain't had the strength to be checking for you, and you knew that he was gonna be where he was gonna be because he was having to heal. You only had that marriage because you didn't even think Robert was gonna make it through. You is a black widow. You's a Jezebel. You are no good. You thought he wasn't going to make it from here. That's why you wanted to fucking renew them wedding vows when you knew the man was still healing. You wanted to waste money getting remarried when you knew he hadn't too long, came out of the hospital, and you worried about renewing your wedding vows. You wanted to fly everybody up there, huh? And it's mighty funny, just a few months after you renew your wedding vows, all of a sudden, here's this big whoop-de-whoop that happens. Something that you've never said happened in the 6 years y'all was together. Never did you say you was going through any of these type of things. As a matter of fact, you said he was a king. You said he was a better dad to your children than their actual father. That's what you said. And see, this is when he was a big ninja. This is when he was a big dude. This was before the surgeries. This was before the weight loss. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sure think it was. But when he got weak, when he got his stomach removed, when you didn't know what the future was gonna hold, you counted that man out because you ain't never seen sickness and in health before. It was words you said, but it's nothing you've ever experienced. See, you're not conditioned as a wife to know nothing about that, but I can teach you about some shit like that when you get a little older, okay? However, you was counting that man out. That's why you wanted to get remarried so you can double down thinking, oh, well, if something was to happen, everything, I got everything on lock. It says we wasn't having any problems. It's gonna say, if he gone on away from here, then that means that, if we just got our weddings renewed, if we just got our vows renewed, that already solidifies that we're not a couple who was headed for separation. We're not a couple that was having problems. It make it look like, I was a wife that stood beside him. It's gonna make it look like he wanted to remarry me because I stood beside him when he was going through what he was going through. But instead, you was actually taking your steps out the door. You was taking your steps out the door because you had met Jonell, knew what he had going on at the time, and you seen your husband in his weak season. You seen him in his weak season, and you started looking for grass that was greener on the other side. See, you didn't fucking count the details. You was looking at the big picture when you laid your eyes on Janelle, and you started building up off that while that man was in his sick bed. That's what you did. You started counting that man out and trying to get your ducks, your dicks in a row. That's what you was doing. Yeah. And see, 3 months went in and you start seeing a healing on this man. So then you had already started having feelings for Janelle on them back ends. You know what I mean? When he was having to focus on his health, change his ways. You know what I mean? Eat good and do the things that he had to do so he can survive what he had went through. You had already built up your relationship with that man. Tell the truth and shame the devil. This is why you made something like a simple tote when you was pepper spraying that dude seem so big. This is why you forgot which finger was supposed to be wrapped up in the first place, because you set it up. You set it up because that man started surviving. That man started getting stronger. You set that motherfucking shit up because you then had to find a way out the door. You then had to find a way out the door because you just renewed your wedding vows based off the weaknesses that you were looking at the time. Because you wasn't paying attention that God had a hand on that man. Yeah. That weight loss, it scared you. The stomach changes, it scared you. The lifestyle changes, it scared you. You thought he was going to be a shell of himself. You thought God kept a hand on you and took a hand off of LaTrue. Now look at him thriving. Now look at him lifting a mirror up off her feet, holding her up like the queen that she is and that you wish that you could be. Can't even hold a candle to. See, I watched you. And see, now if we look back, it all makes sense. It was only the grass on the other side that you thought was greener, which is why we are here today. It's exactly why we're here today. Nobody was new under the picture. See, season had a way in because you already had your eye on something else. You was neglecting home, weren't you? You started falling for Janelle while that man was recovering, and you was leaving home and your husband neglected. Why would a woman need to come and wash your man clothes in the first place if you are at home taking care of business? But you wasn't, was you? You was sitting around with an evil eye and an attitude, waiting on him to perish. Tell the truth. See, that's why. That's why that relationship kicked your ass. And I don't mean in the physical sense. I mean in the spiritual sense. I mean in every sense that you want to lay down and talk about. It's kicked your ass. That season of your life kicked you in the bottom, sweetheart. It did. You tried to put your mouth and curse that man life, huh? It disappointed you that he became a survivor and a thriver, huh? It disappointed you. It was a thorn in your cheating side. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was. It is exactly how you ended up from LaTruth's hotel room in December, and then Janelle in your bed still in the wintertime. Just what? January? Just January, February? He was laying in your bed. Hmm? Hmm? See, when you saw him getting himself together in December, you wanted to try to change your mind up. You wanted to try to get that man back and do some things. That's why you showed up in a trench. You went through all that for how long? How long you go through all that? You start seeing him getting stronger and stronger. By December, you wanted to try to change that shit around, and Robert put a stop to it. That's exactly what happened. You set this shit up. You knew that he was getting better, starting to dress back like himself, getting that swag back. And you said, fuck it, maybe I can revert this thing. Maybe I can rewind this thing. Maybe I can show up, serve up a little twerk session and some ass, and I can rectify this situation. But he put a stop to it. He knew that he was better than that. He saw the wife that you really was deep down inside. That's why getting the renewal made no sense and he wanted no part of it. That's exactly why you had to pay for it because he knew it made no sense. You wasn't there for that man in sickness, but you wanted to be there for him when he got back into his good health. Shame on you. And he turned you down because it was an angel on his side. It was an angel that had let him know your wife is no longer your wife. Your wife is a Jezebel. Your wife is the same as Delilah. Delilah is Delilah who is it Delilah that did it to Samson? Yes. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. You just want the power from these relationships. You wonder why your heart was left on the floor and you've been crying so much since your shit ended with LaTruth. You know. Y'all, give me 1 second. My apologies, y'all. Let's see. White Chocolate says security breach. Hey, Miss Charlene. Hey, Josephine. Hey, Brittany. What's wrong? Y'all like? Did I miss anything? Hey, Miss Loretta. Let me see. Everybody good? Everybody good? Are we good or not? Oh, I was talking to my husband. All right, she cool. She needs some serious help and do. And do. And do. Let me see. But yeah, I'm back, y'all. Not that I'm gonna hold y'all as I am at my 2 hour mark for this live, which I don't want it to be too long. Ah, that's good. Let me see. But I just wanted to just give my opinions on how I felt, you know what I mean, on some things. And like I said, I just think it's disgraceful to present yourself like that and expect anything different. Um, I just do. I think it's crazy to think that you are even presenting yourself well as a mother with young children and just walking around all day, just no decorum at all. Just no decorum, you know? It's just a bad example. Um I think it's just a bad example, of what you don't want to do. Um Let me see. Okay. Okay. Oh, good, 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 treasure. I am glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it, Poof. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, I ain't want to talk y'all head off. That's still undefeated break room, 100% facts. I love you, Sean, and you already know that, Snookums. You already know it be up and stuck with us, shit. She started with John September 2022. Hold up. I gotta let it move up. Or before then. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. See, you can't pull the wool over my eyes, child. You heard me? You know what I mean? You can't pull the wool over my eyes because I'm all for making it make sense. You know? Why play with it when we can make it make sense? That's all I'm saying. Why we got to play with it when we can make it make sense? Let's see. Yeah. Uh, how do a husband find you? Hold up. You said, how does a husband find you? Mind your business. Don't feed him. No Being there overnight, strictly only dates. Love on yourself. He sees it and dress appropriately. Keep the imagination. Absolutely. You know, the first thing, I always say too, like, you can't be out here desperate. You can't be out here all desperate. You have to be something, what makes you, the material. You know what I'm saying? What makes you that material? You have to be willing to a lot of times I used to tell people women are quick to say what they want in a man, but you also got to be what a man will want. You can't just be all about, what you want in a man. You got to be willing to be what a man will want. Why would a man want you? What do you offer? What can they see in you? And you got to be more than just a pretty face, a big butt, and a smile. What can a man see in you? What do you bring to his family? What do you bring to his children? You know? Let me see. Hey, Nay, how you doing? Good to see you, sugar. Yeah. And happy Sunday to you, too. You want a treat? Yes. You said Bree flex that money first. I feel sorry for RH knowing that he taught her the game and she used that very thing to try to destroy him. I don't feel sorry for him because at the end of the day, RH is coming out on top. You know? When it's all said and done, he coming out on top. Let me see. Yeah, when he started messing with Jai. Shooby-doo. Fucking dog. Big dog. Yeah, he won, but what a painful lesson. Well, I think he gained a lot more than he lost. I think or how I think that RH got conditioned. That's what I think. I think he got conditioned for I think it was he had to go through his lion's den so he can be a better person for those that he need to be a better person for too. A learning experience, how to, better cultivate and appreciate his relationships, how to stand in the gap for his child, you know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. So, yeah. And the best thing about this, you guys, to me, the best thing about what RH went through is it didn't make him a worse man. It didn't make him become a angry, bitter man and things of that nature. He maintained his love, you know what I'm saying? Being a loving, caring person, you know, and it could have ruined relationships in his life. Instead, they bettered some. Y'all know I was just talking to y'all. I don't even know how much y'all heard it in here. Shall listen. But I think that he was blessed in the way he had to go through his Daniels then. You know, he had to go into the belly for a second. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the God will, I'm so sorry, y'all. I've been here for a minute talking and was on mute and did not know it. I have literally been commenting to y'all singular and some more shit. I've been shouting out y'all comments and all kind of shit, child. Let me see. But yeah, he had to go through what he had to go through because you know how, it is said that, God will remove some things out your life in order for you to be able to receive what's really for you. Sometimes we get in our own way by choosing our life. And when we let the life that we're supposed to have, that God wants us to have, unfold naturally, it is so much sweeter. Look at look, listen, Linda. Not only was that woman like his last wife was barely there, really with her heart when he was sick and in the hospital. But Amira ain't even been there for years. And when Robert went to be by his daddy's side, Amira was right there. Amira was right there. You know? When he wanted to cultivate his relationship and be there for his daughter Dasharia, Amira been right there cultivating that relationship and embracing that relationship too. I think that is like an amazing thing, so not all our hardships is to take us out, just like with Dawn. God bless her, but no matter what, right? Like when you believe in God, it does not mean that we, maybe, like I said, everything that people set up to be a punishment for you or to be this or that or the third, it is to get you to, whether it's to open your eyes, whether it's to level up in any type of way, learn something, whatever it is. We're not to say that this that Dawn is going through ain't somehow also to condition her for whatever. Now, I don't know if Dawn has actually went to jail before or not, or just got charges or whatever. I don't know if she's ever been stayed the night in jail or anything. But I know it's something that regardless, nobody would be looking forward to. But you know, Like now the shock value is out the way. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to do it, but you know, for whatever the reason is that this saw fit to happen, it doesn't always mean because it's for the every single thing, every tunnel, every cave is not to take us out. It's to make us stronger. If there is something that Dawn can learn while she's where she's at, well, she will be all the better for it, you know. I would rather that for her than for people to want what they want. They want this to break her. They want her to be miserable. They want to scare her. That is what this is for. Every tactic is to silence different people. Let me see. Right, Mama Three, free Dawn, you know? And I'm not saying that, to be quite honest, I'm not saying just a free Dawn due to the fact that, I fucks with Dawn. I'm saying it because why wouldn't I when people have done worse than her or equal to? Like, ain't no sin greater than the other. Ain't no wrongdoing. Yes, Miss Ronette. Yes, ma'am. For the second time. Let's see. But yeah, listen, this is what people do when, oh, I know what I was saying. I don't wish this for her because, of course, because I don't wish this. Too many people, like Queen Fee have said, a lot of people have went too far. I'm still currently seeing people go too far. There is people who will go on their own platforms and threaten people and then go to somebody else's trying to windmill for somebody else that's being threatened. That's the shit I can't get with. That's what I can't not get with. It's not that I'm sitting here like nobody should go to the police when threatened this, that, and the third. This means that if you're not going to have the same energy for one thing, why would have balls to the wall for something else, for someone else doing it? There is no way you can be condemning her to jail, but will sit in a chat where y'all are applauding someone actual. Do you know what that means? That means that people are for actualizing children. You see how just jacked up that is? People that will clap and accept people who do that, they are no different than PDF files. Mhm. But yet, when Brianna go live and talk about how people actualized hers, whomever that may have been, and this, that, and the third, or whatever, oh, they go into a uproar. They're in there like, oh, they're disgusting, they're this, they're that. But will sit amongst someone who's actualizing their own children, huh? And they welcome them in with arms wide open. This is why you cannot take these people seriously when they get on their high and mighty horses. This is why you can't take them serious. To so fickle, yeah. Right, Miss Shawn, right. You said, I see the clip where they talked about a lady. It said they plot to get her for felonies. Yeah. And again, when you do things like that, Hey, Miss Ronette, that is okay, sweetheart. That is okay. I'm glad you got here when you could. Um, I yes, it's the I just can't get that. I can't process it in my mind. You know, I cannot process people sitting around here for 3 years. They will go to whoever's chats while they're being threatened. They will go to whoever's chat. I done heard Pokey talking about pulling up on somebody. I done heard Miss Phoebes talking about pulling up on somebody. I done heard so many different people, and they sit in there and they laugh and go along with it. Oh, them scary bitches, they this, they that, and the third. But then you sit and say how wrong it is with somebody else doing it. Child, you can't make this. You cannot make this up. You hear me? What makes Dawn any different from the 10 people who threatened me? What made her so different? Nothing. What made Dawn so different from somebody saying somebody grandchild should be no longer away from here? So a child is less important than Brianna because it's Dawn's grandchild. Y'all will sit there and say, "Oh my God, she wished unaliving on Brianna, or not unaliving, or she threatened Brianna, or whatever the case may be." But then make it okay for someone to wish a unaliving or the non-successful birth of a unborn child. That there is like, baby, just shut up already. That is, I mean, it's better to say nothing and be nowhere than to be everywhere just looking goofy. Just be being goofy. Hey, cousin, I love you, Snookums. Absolutely. I've been live 2.5 hours, Pookie. I've been live 2.5 hours. Like, you can't tell me that y'all over here fighting tooth and nail for some words that was said to Brianna. But because of those words said to Brianna, y'all okay with threatening a child, with talking down on a child's life? She's sitting there talking about how she tired of people talking about her kids and this, that, and the third. Oh, but y'all not tired of talking about people kids. Just shut up. Just shut up. I've never seen such hypocritical bullshit in my life. I have just never. Like, y'all need to learn to sit it out sometime. Y'all are out here plotting thought behavior. Y'all out here plotting ratchet behavior. Y'all out here plotting a lot of shit that I would never. There is some things I'm not no hypocritical person. Even Dawn know there are some things that she said I haven't approved of. And I have said publicly. I don't discriminate. And people can do whatever the hell they want to do. It's the fact that y'all judging people while allowing the same shit on your own end. That's weird. If you're gonna support that behavior, support it. But you can't sit here and make it seem like Don the scum of the earth, but y'all sitting amongst people who actualizing children, their own children. How disgusting is that behavior? Not only actualizing their own children, but find it funny to send her flared up nose ass up in somebody's chat, literally wishing death on somebody's grandchild. Y'all are despicable. And you think it's funny. Y'all so busy trying to be somebody's number one fan that y'all are like don't even know that you just chipping away from your own soul, your own character, your own integrity. Y'all think y'all have the right to tell somebody about themselves? You don't. You're worse than the things that the people you speaking against. One minute y'all want to have towns meeting on how it's fucked up to do this or do that. How it is fucked up to talk about kids. How it's fucked up to do this or do that. But it ain't fucked up when you find a reason for it to be okay. It's cool long as you hate the person enough. Don't know kids matter as long as you beefing with somebody enough. Long as you don't like the mother or the grandmother or the auntie or who the hell ever. That's what you call can't stand on business. Get out here one minute and want to preach about some shit and then join in being the very things that you're preaching about. And got the nerve to think it's funny. It tells me a lot that y'all so invested in hate and jealousy and hate that you would even be able to harbor that kind of shit in your heart behind somebody on YouTube, behind people you don't even know. Half of you people don't know Don or Brianna, but you sitting here wanting people's grandchildren not to make it into the world because you trying to fucking protect an overgrown ass thought pocket who don't give a fuck about her own children, who's a loser as a mother. Y'all don't even care about her children because you are applauding bad behaviors. You are applauding her, letting her children fall by the wayside. You are applauding that type shit. You ain't got nothing to say about a kid failing first grade at the hands of their mother. But if the child was in the custody of fully of Robert this whole entire time and it failed, y'all be saying, see, that's why he don't deserve custody. That's why the kid should be, y'all would be saying all that. You're a hypocrite. You're fake and you're phony and should really be ashamed of yourself. It is no wonder that the certain people no longer like for real, child. Let me see. Oh, oh, take care, God's child deed. Praying for comfort for their family and for yours. God bless your neighbors. Mm. And that's what I'm talking about. Like people is really going on here from to glory. And baby, I would be scared to be putting my mouth on people all day, every day, knowing that listen, being a CC don't exempt you from having to bury nobody. Being a CC don't like and Brianna do not exempt you from being able to put whatever you want in the universe and get away with it. It don't at all. You want to know why? Because y'all sitting here talking about who got favor over who. How is Brianna gonna have favor over her life when she letting other people treat her like a god? That's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Y'all over here treating other CCs and public figures like your god. Mhm. That's some crazy work. That is some crazy work. Thank Let me see. But yeah, so it's just a shame. And again, I was just appalled. Like these are the people that no wonder people are really crashing out over there. You know what I'm saying? No wonder. It is crazy how people sit here and really have a very just negative lives, evil lives. People just run around here happy to do the things, to say the things that they do. I just could not be that. Like, baby, I just couldn't do that. Mm-mm. You want to know why? because I care way more about my family than I care about the internet. My love for my family is way stronger than my dislike of anyone on this internet. I would never chance my words boomeranging back to those that I love because I need to impress my audience, because I need to look like I'm a good shit talker. Baby. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Some of y'all in a race to go to hell, and I'm not in no race to go with you. Okay? I'm just not. We going to I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me see. But yeah, I don't understand it. And God bless Dawn's and you know what's also sickening, and I'll say this too. The fact that the stepmother, now you ain't got to like Dawn, but for you to sit amongst people who will be sitting there dragging your future step, wishing death on your future step grandchild is just pure crazy work. That shows right there, like for real, that right there is some sick ass shit. Like you run around the YouTube streets trying to make friends with people speaking ill of your grandchild. You want to dance at the son wedding, but turn around and then sit and hand clap and be a part of a circus act built against what is clearly not just Dawn, but on your grandchild too. That's some sick shit. I wish the fuck I would for the internet. I wish the hell I would. I wish the hell I would. Child, bye. Mm-mm. It's 119 people in here. What y'all doing? Y'all quiet as hell. It's 124 in here. And it's okay, because that just means I must be saying something. If y'all listening and ain't talking, I must be up here. Listen, I must be up here doing some, listen, whispering good stuff in your ear. But yep, it's just how I feel about it, you know? I feel like it's crazy for that Chandra lady to have gotten through what she got through with her own child, and to be up here wishing something like that. It lets you know who that devil got their hands on. It lets you know who the devil has a hand on. That's it. That's all. It's crazy to me how people misuse and take for granted God's grace and mercy that other people could very well much so deserve. That's how we know the universe will bless you beyond your deserving, because some people out here do not appreciate the blessings that has been given to them upon their life, and take for granted the favor, take for granted the grace that God gives them. I love you, my treasure poo. Let me see. RN for you says, I'm glad people are finally seeing the light of Chandra. Hell, I always knew she wasn't shit. That was the first lady that dragged my wound. That's the first lady who knows nothing about me but decided to say my children will come out retarded. She put up pictures um of dead babies saying it was mine. That lady has always not been shit. Always. And what's crazy as heck is this is someone who has literally could have lost her own child. This is somebody that could have who life touched her own child. and will sit up here and I have done nothing but drag other children, wish death on babies and kids. That's how you know the lady's deranged. And anybody that applied that behavior or even be around such a person, you are demonic. I don't care what you say. You can say what you want, makes me zero difference. You can go off, doesn't matter, doesn't change a thing. There is not a zero person who can sit amongst someone who will attack somebody who, again, I didn't even know that lady. She was attacking me in my womb when I was on my live praying that her son had rung the bell. Somebody went back and told that lady I was talking about her son when I was on live, thanking God that her son had got through. We were having a whole celebration on my live because her son had, I believe, rung the bell that day or something. As some demonic person went back and told her I was talking about her child, and she just went along with it and started doing the most. Yeah, she is demonic. She's very demonic, you know? Very demonic. She dragged my father, my deceased father, and I never did anything to that lady. Do you hear me? I never ever even had her name in my mouth except to speak life over her son and, be thankful that God saved him and all of that. Like, I was a big supporter of the movement behind her son. And next thing you know, that lady was dragging me for the worst filth ever. You hear me? And even then, people laughed. People thought it was so funny. People thought, like, listen, Linda, it's a lot of things people have done in this saga that will, the universe is not done universing, you know? And that's why I say, you know what? It ain't everything ain't, you don't exactly. There you go. There you go. There you go. So yeah, it's crazy. People out here got kids every day. Like, I have family that everybody has family. But, to be in a position where, listen, the fact that I mean, life shows us that you don't know what's around that corner. You don't know if your children are coming back home. You don't know. You don't know. You just don't know. People think YouTube, they think being a Brianna supporter or a Morris supporter makes them exempt from being touched. Child, bye. Mm-mm. They forget the devil blesses for doing his works too. The only thing is, you know the difference between somebody who does the devil's work on a regular and somebody that do the Lord's work. Normally, people that do the devil's work in real life is they don't look healthy. When you sin a lot, you lie a lot, you take and manipulate, it wears a toll on you. It wears a toll on your skin, your body, your mind. You stop caring, you stop being able to connect and feel and have empathy. You become selfish, all of that. It wear and tear, it ages you. It really does. Sinning and being a nasty person ages you. It truly does. And I assure you, AI don't do a motherfucking thing for nobody in person. Do you hear me? AI cannot hide the windows to your soul. AI cannot hide your imperfections in person. It's a lot AI can't do when real life is life. People are not out here looking healthy, child. Your skin break out, you become ashy. You can't find your glow. Yep, Miss Eugenia. You'll wear it. You'll wear it. I'm telling you. The same way taking care of yourself and being healthy shows, it's the same way being unhealthy, being mentally unhealthy, being vindictive, being vengeful, all that shit. When you always plotting, when you always stirred up in negative things, that shit will age you. That shit will have you looking rough. Okay, it'll have you masking, like Miss Eugenia said. For real, for real. Because when people are vengeful, they stop fucking taking care of themselves because they too busy focused on tearing somebody down. I just can't do that, you know? Cause I believe the same way you can try to tear somebody else down, you can be torn down. Shout out to you, Free. Hey Ashley, baby. But yeah, so you know, it's the same thing with Bree. Like, looks, it's never good. It's always great to be secure and self-assured. But to be conceited, for people to be conceited, throw things in people's faces. Listen, them will be the ones that listen. Life humbles real quick, real quick. You can be distorted in a whole lot of different ways. You can be distorted in, God forbid, a car accident. You can be distorted by way of abuse. You can be distorted in a whole lot of ways by wearing your body out, all kind of stuff. It's many a ways for the universe to touch a remade face or a remade body. You could end up in a fire. You can end up burned, and I don't wish this for nobody. But life can life. It doesn't care how many fans you have. You know how many people left this earth with way more fans than a Brianna or anyone else will ever see in a lifetime. Had to deal with some things. Yep. You better say it, Miss Sean. You know, what we see is people like Brianna, they have nobody in their life truly loving her. She ain't got nobody in her life really loving her because if she did, the self respect would be in her. Because the dang show not on her. Ain't that right, Special K? Her fans don't make her feel good. Do you know what Brianna has? She has temporary happiness. Brianna doesn't have no joy in her life. Brianna do not have no joy in her life. She got to go on live and get boosted up by her YouTube homies. She got to go out here and dress in denim draws to feel to get some attention. Uh-uh. She's lonely. She feel used, disrespected, put aside. Mhm. Yep. 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 You right. Y- You are so right, Miss Johnson. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now look at her. Now look at her. She want y'all to believe because she sure ain't fooling me. And you can let me know in the chat if she fooling you. Hey, Too Real. She wants people to believe that look at my face. Look at my body. Nah, baby. We looking at your life. We looking at your life. We looking at your life. Mhm. She proud about how many views she get. Why? Because all those views you get is from people seeing you be a thought. That's it. That's all. Shit. Yep. She only shows joy when she's with the man. Yep. And see, that is not joy. See, you've never seen joy on Rihanna. You ain't never seen joy on her. You seen temporary happiness. She does not know what joy is. Okay, I done explained this several times. All right, happiness is something that comes when something has to happen to feel happy. She has to have a man in her life to feel happy. She has to be juiced up, complimented, this, that, and the third to feel happy. She has to look great in an outfit to be happy. All right. She has to, you know, go somewhere to be happy. Happiness comes with moments. Nothing has to happen to feel joy. See, she spends her life needing something to happen, needing to get a response, a result. That's not joy. What she finds in these men aren't joy, it's temporary happiness. She has to buy jewelry for them to want her. She buys jewelry to receive love from men. She takes them on trips to get attention and still don't get it. Every trip she done took Jonelle on, she was disrespected on because she's looking for the wrong shit in life. Huh? Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Nobody has to wear drawers outside to be seen. Not nobody. Not nobody. I don't care if you 20. I don't care if you 30. I don't care if you a teenager. No modesty. Raising daughters. Sit right there while all six of the kids sitting around the house playing, da da da. What mama doing? Getting dressed for the strip pole. That's why she go out so much. Because she needs a reason to be half naked. That's why she go out so much. She needs the attention. She needs someone to see her. This is why she moved to get her move back to some familiar grounds. She want to be closer to people who will be around to kiss her ass. Hmm. I would be ashamed to go out with anybody in this day and age looking like that. You not coming out to lunch, dinner, or to the bar with the 4-1 whiz. Now, I ain't no prude now. Now, I'm a sexy motherfucker too. Okay? Don't get it twisted. But you not going out no fucking well with me with half of your meat hanging out your motherfucking damn backings. I'm sorry. You take it how you want. Call me what you want now. I know how to give it up, baby. I know how to give it up without disrespecting myself. Not being like that don't mean that you can't be sexy. It don't mean you can't turn no eyes. It don't mean you gotta dress like a prude. Hell nah. Baby. I can give it up any which way it go. But I damn sure don't have to be walking around like I'm in a bikini. The other day, she was in a bikini top in a restaurant. Baby is screaming, I am desperate. Brianna is desperate. Brianna is looking for love in a bed, huh? She's not looking to be courted. She's not looking to really be poured into spiritually. She's looking to be fucked. She's looking to be treated just like Jonelle treated her. Remember when I told you Jonelle didn't mind going on no trips with her? Jonelle didn't mind receiving gifts and celebrating with her. But tell me, what did Jonelle mind doing? Huh? What did Jonelle mind doing? He minded bringing her home to his mama. Ooh, wait. I said when it came down to when it came down to the rubber meeting the road, what he didn't do, he did not voluntarily bring her home to mama. Okay? Nor was he proud to have children with her. Do he love his kids? I'm sure he does. Did he plan kids with her? Nope. Nope. But see, she knows that more often than not, men are men. And more often than not, yes, they make the bad mistake of not using proper contraceptives because they trust women to say, oh, yeah, I take birth control. Let me tell you something. If a woman willing to lay down with you and don't require you, if a woman ain't never slept with you before and is not married to you, okay, and they use being on birth control as a way to be able to lay down with you, they are thinking in their head the same thing that a dirty blank ninja would be thinking. What that tells you is they are worried about protecting themselves from having a baby with somebody, but neither is worried about protecting themselves from diseases and other bacterial situations. If a woman can get you to lay down with her for the first time based without protection, based off the fact that she takes birth control, that means neither one cares about protecting themselves from diseases. Especially when you are not engaged nor married or any of that type of thing. When someone is, especially when someone is what? Cheating on you before you even got pregnant. Hmm? She said that herself. She said that herself. That's why she got the pair, the sandals and the pocketbook. It was the sorry I cheated gift. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Yep, Miss Brandy. Mm-hmm. You were being cheated on before you even got pregnant. This should show you, you know, all these people running around here talking shit about Dawn behind what somebody did to her when she was not of age, but yet they not talking about the type of dirty woman that Brianna is. They want to force this they listen, Linda. They don't want to talk about how Brianna is a grown 30-something-year-old woman who is out here raw dogging with people. Hmm? Raw dogging with people that she is not married to. Raw dogging with people while she was still married in the first place. Just out here raw dogging left and mother freaking right. Hmm. Yeah. Wanna know why? Because that's what thoughts do. Thoughts will let a man lay down with them, cheat on them, and still not require that a man respects their body enough. See, that's why you don't get respected, because you already done showed a man you don't respect yourself. You done showed a man you don't have to, I don't got to promise you nothing, and you will lay your body down for me. You will let me do with you what I will. Hence why he wasn't the type to go down south on her. Hence why he avoided going to southern places with her. Because he knew if he got it so easily and could raw dog it, and while she's married, it ain't no telling who else had such easy access. Hmm? Yep. Yep. Notice that she sent a picture around during their interactions with one another. She sent a picture around asking, can you help me out? What is this coming out of me? Huh? See, that's how you also know when a person doesn't take care of themselves. Because why would you be sending a picture with a concern about your own body to a friend saying, can you diagnose me? Why wouldn't you go to your doctor like a grown ass adult? Because you got a child mind with an adult ass. That's why. You are a grown woman. You'd rather inspect yourself and send it to a friend, asking them, what is it that was inside of you, instead of going to your own gyno. That's some weird shit. And then on top of that, wondering why you had strange issues that you had to send around in the first place. First of all, you're gonna get yeasty with all them britches going slam up the crack of your you know what. You're gonna end up yeasty. I'm just telling you the truth. There ain't no way I'm running to a homie about some shit that's concerning me about me. The fuck? No. No. That's corny. Go through relationship issues, what you gotta do? Run to the internet. Having problems in the family, what you gotta do? Run to the internet. That's because that's all y'all give a damn about, being content for the internet. Half this shit that be coming out on panels and out here don't even have to be out here. It's because people just everything's for the internet. That's it. That's all. People are not running to the internet having to people do that because people pay for drama, bullshit, and lies. Will be out here and be a whole circus act for a view. Think you're doing something. Think you making women jealous. That's some weird shit. But I digress. Anywho, I'm just saying, I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. See, they think this type of thing a flex. They think it's a flex to be running around getting abused. They think it's a flex to be letting people spit and choke you. They think it's a flex to keep putting babies on men that's telling you they don't want children, but you keep putting babies on people. They want to keep taking people to court because it's not working out for you because you trying to trap niggas that don't want you. That she getting her karma if that's what people want to say. These are the effects of the things she caused. Absolutely. Let me see. Yep, cousin. Over there baking and making bread. I'm done, cuz. Cousin said it's over there baking bread. I'm fucking done. I am done. Why did I even scroll up? I'm just saying. I mean, shit. Cousin said it was down there cooking grits. And I be damn, I'm gonna send a picture to cousin like, cousin, can you identify this Punani crisis for me, please? TC, what you gonna say if I do some shit like that? Hmm? I mean, I would think that you would first be like, what the fuck is you doing and why you ain't go ask the doctor? Cause the fuck, are you assuming that I've ever experienced that kind of an issue and have the answer for you, motherfucker? Like, what does she expect the friend to say? Oh girl, yeah. That used to happen to me about a year ago, girl. That ain't nothing but like what's that supposed to be? I mean, I'm confused. I'm just saying, cottage cheesy. There's nothing you're saying is wrong. Miss Johnson, I try not to say things wrong. I make a lot of jokes and things like that, but I keep a lot of truth going on over here. I say I be trying to teach more than I'm trying to, you know, anything else. Ain't no sunshine, ain't no sunshine when Mr. Lee's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when Lee's gone, and your house just ain't no home. 'Cause he with a mirror to stay. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. You said just keep on using me until you use me up. Uh, 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 uh. Nah, 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 nah. Uh, 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 uh. They gon' keep on using you until they use you up. You heard me? I'm glad y'all ain't let this live end without a sing along because it would be unethical. You heard me? It'd be unethical. Let me see. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, child. Failing as a whole human being. But yes. However, I am going to let you guys go. But first, I do want to thank Miss J. Jones for being a blessing on this live. Shout out to Miss J. Jones. Shout out to Heart of Gold for being a blessing on this live. Melissa Santana, God bless you, sweetheart, for being a blessing on this live. Felicia Barnes came through with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much for being a blessing. Felicia also became a member. Shout out. I love you the long way. You dig. Miss Rolanda, thank you so much for the blessing. Miss Eugenia, God bless you, sweetheart. Love you the long way. Miss Hill, you already know what it is. Thank you so, so much for everything. Angel Gibson became a member. Love you, Angel. And thank you so much. Mama 3 renewed that membership. Thank you so much, Mama 3. It means the world to me. Sweet Queen. Thank you so much, beautiful. I really appreciate you. Love Me For Real came through, and I thank you so much, sweetheart. Danny To You became a member, and I missed that. Thank you, Danny, so very much for becoming a member, sweetheart. That means a lot to me. Josephine pulled up. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate that. I think I missed that one. And that one, thank you so much, sweetheart. I really, really appreciate it, love bug. Simone Whitaker, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really, really, really am so grateful to you. Miss Special K, thank you so much, sweetheart. I greatly appreciate your love and support. Thank you so much to everybody who blessed this live today. I am very, very grateful, very humbled, and I couldn't thank you enough if I had 1,000 tongues. You did. I want to say thank you to my mods who come through and who's been helping me out these past few days. Shout out to TC, shout out to Mama 3, shout out to Melly Mel, shout out to Treasure Baby. Thank you so very, very much. I love you, cousin. Also, a super shout out to all my GG sisters. I love y'all. And Tymeek, thank you so much to Tymeek as well. I love all my GG sisters. Thank you all so much for all your help this week and for loving on me. To the members, I love y'all. Thank you so much. And all the chat family, thank you. I love y'all the long way. To Dawn, listen, keep your head up. You know what I mean? You got this, and troubles don't last always, and we still standing in your corner and rocking with you the long way. Thank you all for your crowd participation today. And please accept my flowers upon you this evening. Know that you guys are rock stars, wonderful people, wonderful people. And Miss Sean B, I love me some you. Y'all don't ever, ever, ever let nobody small talk y'all or think they better than y'all, think they can silence y'all. Listen, Linda, ain't no power over our lives placed in no YouTubers' hands. Do you understand? And that's that on that. So listen, we live unapologetically out loud over here. D-Ham Show, thank you so much, brother, for showing up here. We unapologetically out loud over here. We don't worry about the rumbles in the jungle. We don't care if people can't conform to the truth. That's their problem. I say if you can't conform to the truth, stop living a lie. All right? We have nothing to do if people want to be public figures and be out here showcasing themselves in ways that they want people to see one way and they may not. All right. If you don't want to be a public figure judge, then don't be a public figure. It is choices out here. But what it doesn't do is mean that you can control the system, can control people's mouths, that you can take freedom from people for malicious intent or none of that. Things that happen in a moment, let me tell you something. It does not mean you win the outcome. It doesn't mean that you are exempt. Point blank and period. Wishing well on others, death on others, and all of that stuff. Listen, be careful. It is way, way too many funerals happening out here that y'all are literally moving how you move and acting how you acting. The time to grow up might be now for you. It might be now, but I'll leave that to your discretion. Free Dawn until it's backwards, you dig? And that's on the motherfucking set.